Hello everybody, my name is MrKiKiNiT and welcome to another video today. In today's video, I was playing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. As you can see, there's going to be some gameplay playing in the background. So I had a little mishap when I was recording this, and basically, I won't go into too much detail, but my voice audio was not synced with the game audio. So there was a lot of intense moments because I was trying to talk and play at the same time, and you're gonna see some things that I don't normally do, and that's obviously because I was trying to talk and play at the same time. But yeah, there was a lot of intense moments, and for example, if I would scream at the moment of an impact, whether I'm hitting them or they're hitting me, like it's gonna happen maybe a second and a half later, and I was super bummed out. I was like, God damn it, I recorded so much and I did so much that, it amounted to nothing. But here I am trying to scrap or salvage the videos that I recorded, and I'm going to be showing you some gameplay because the gameplay was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun. I did some cool things. People did some cool things to me. There was some bullshit here and there, but I mean, whatever. But all right, so here you're seeing me fight a Trunks, specifically from Super Dragon Ball Super, and I was able to beat him once. I'm gonna make some cuts in the videos that you're not gonna see, like the victory screens and whatnot, or some cut scenes like between characters, because I had to cut off the audio. Like, another thing is that I guess it wasn't set up, or it didn't record it where I had two separate audio tracks where I could at least salvage the audio of the game, so you can hear the hoo pa ha hoo bah, whatever, right? But no, that wasn't the case. So I'm gonna have to do some technical troubleshooting with my recording software. I already figured out most of it, but yeah. But for today's video, the goal of the video is that I'm gonna be playing Piccolo, and to be more specific, Piccolo fused with Nail. Yeah, so in the game, each character gets like a proficiency level. It's like 7 stars total. But in actuality, you just have to play 200 matches with the character and you'll get full proficiency with the character. Win or lose, doesn't matter what mode you play. Even if you play him in the story mode, like, it gives you proficiency, like, as long as you're playing the character. And I mean, you could totally just cheese this by playing offline and against CPUs and stuff. And there's no real reward, except you get a nice little face icon to add to your online ID with the character's face, and it gives you like a gold plating around it, and it looks super nice. But yeah, so at the start of recording, I needed 20 more battles to do with Piccolo, and I was gonna record all of them, and it was crazy because I didn't know how long 20 matches was gonna take me. I recorded an hour long, and I wasn't gonna show you an hour long of footage. I cut down like all the unnecessary shit that I needed to put on the video, and it dwindled down to 56 minutes, and I was like, that no, no. This is too much. So there's gonna be some fights in here. I'm not gonna show you the full thing, but there's also gonna be some fights like how you just saw that Trunks player. I beat him twice, and he declined me on the last match. But I'm just gonna highlight one more thing. The reason I wanted to do Piccolo, Piccolo has a soft spot for me because he is voiced by my absolute favorite voice actor, Christopher Sabat, and he's voiced other characters like Vegeta. He voices Yamcha. Believe it or not, he even voices Raccoon. And in other series, he's voiced Zoro. In One Piece, he's Yami from Black Clover. Armstrong, Lieutenant Armstrong, I think is his name, from Full Metal Alchemist. Like, he has a very distinct voice, and you'll know who he is. But he's my absolute favorite voice actor, and I've always loved Piccolo. And among the other characters in Dragon Ball Z, like, a lot of the fusion characters are super badass and cool, and I love Goku, even though he's like the main protagonist. But yeah, so I'm playing Piccolo, and so here we're fighting a I forget her name, Kefla. It's the fusion of Kefka. No, not Kefka. God damn, what did I'm dude? I'm not. I'm forgetting her name. Khalifa and Kale, because I do like Khalifa a lot, and even in this game, and I do want to make videos while I play Khalifa. So I'm gonna be maybe doing some of her in the future. But yeah, so I was playing this Khalifa. I mean, yeah, I was playing Kefla character. We were having some good fights, as you can see. It's like a little bit intense back and forth. But she is a fusion character after all, so she starts off with one more health bar than I do. So my fight is a little more difficult. And if we were to do the same amount of combos, she might end up with like 1,000 or two, uh, like 2,000 or 1,000 damage more than me. So I have to like really work to win the match. And she does have instant sparking, or she has different transformations, and one of them has instant sparking. And Piccolo, all he has is Wild Sense, where he gains a free vanish when someone tries to attack me, and then he knocks him away. And that does cost me 2 skill points, which are the number underneath like each player's logos. Like right now, I have 4, she has 5. But yeah, so this fight was really, really good. I think I only included one fight between me and her, or maybe I included all three. But we'll find out right now, and I'll tell you pretty much how everything went. But see, like I'm coming back, like I'm very close to beating her, and watch this. So she has this ultimate, and you're seeing the clip right now. This most fusion characters or super characters, they do 20,000 damage or more with their ultimates most of the time, and that's 2 health bars, and I was already less than my last health bar. But yeah, she does this big explosion, and then it's unblockable, and it just kills you. And that's what she did to me. And then for the other 2 matches, I want to say she did beat me also, and she used her ultimate on the second one twice and killed me. And then I think on the third one, she also used the ultimate. Like she basically killed me with the ultimate because she would go instant spark. I would go in there to try to kill her or try to kill time to make her instant spark go away, and that wasn't happening. She killed me. So I'm a little behind because I tend to talk a lot, and sometimes I include details that are unnecessary. But I feel like I'm not doing that right now. I'm just really slow. I want to highlight this guy. This guy, he was a lot of fun. He kept me on the edge. He had me squealing. I was fucking yelling like a little 16-year-old girl, but not hot. This guy's name was Freight Train. He was playing Oob. And I had dialogue playing, and I just wanted to highlight that. Or I think, did I have dialogue? No. I'm going to have that coming up right now. But this guy, he was very tactful. He had good instincts. He had good reactions. I didn't have any good reactions, as you can see. But he is kicking my butt. I did try kicking his butt, but he was just one step ahead of me and way better. But this guy's fight was so much fun. As you can see, look at him. He's like dancing around me. And here I am I use Wild Sense to like gain some advantage, some distance, and maybe try to do one of my supers, but that wasn't happening. Like, see, I'm very close, and I activated Wild Sense by getting too close to his beams. And look, I'm very close to beating him. And then he just shoots me down with a Q blast, so that was unfortunate. Oh, and I wanted to make a joke here. So he says, what you think? See, I'm one tough cookie. And because he's the reincarnation of Boo, he's going to have a move, and you're actually going to see it coming up toward the end of this fight, or this round. He turns me into a cookie, and he kills me. So he's like referencing his own move where he turns people into cookies, and he's calling himself one tough cookie, which I found charming and nice, like for the developing team to like add that in there. I don't know if you actually ever said that in the show. I've only ever seen GT once in my life. I am currently rewatching Dragon Ball, so I am gonna get to that point where I'm gonna watch GT again. But yeah, so here we are in round 2. He does play it back with me, so he does end up playing all the matches with me, and it was a lot of fun. But yeah, so here we are trying to zone each other out, and I keep doing this move where I go in and I kick people away like that, but only when I'm rushing in, flying in. And I guess like I had just learned it, but I was just telling myself not to do that over and over, because then they fly away, and then I can't continue my combos. And I was trying to do a lot of in many of these fights, you're going to see that I was trying to do a lot of my combos because I practice a little bit off screen. and the way that I like to word it is combo 1, 2, 3, and 4, because I'm gonna use PlayStation terminology. When you're pressing square, that's like your basic attack, and then when you press triangle after a certain number of squares, you do one of the what's called the rush combo or rush attack. And every character has distinct. They're like similar names, but they all have it differently placed, or some of them don't have what others do, and things like that. But basically, the look. This is the part where he turns me into a cookie, and he used his move to end the fight, and he won. I was coming back. I felt like I was coming back, but you know, I still have a lot of work to do in this game. I'm currently ranked B5, B4. I jump back and forth as you see in this video. But yeah. So going back to the rush combos for people who don't know and haven't played this game. So I call it rush combo 4, and then I do rush combo 3, then rush combo 2, and I try to do rush combo 1. And every time you do a rush combo, which is basically outside of the basic combo, like you extend your combo hits. And I think when I was testing it, I was able to go to 18 hits type of thing. But yeah, so rush combo number 4 is called Rolling Hammer. A lot of characters will have this, but it'll be placed either on 3, 2, or 1, depending what character you're playing. And basically what Rolling Hammer does is that you're doing your combo and it turns the character around. Thus now you start hitting them in the back, and when you hit characters in the back, it does do a little bit of bonus damage. It's minimal, but every number counts at this point. So I wanted to do it, see, like I do it right there, but he was already facing away from me, so I shouldn't have done it there, because also while you're hitting an opponent in the back, they have less success rate to perform counters to you. The only counter that I think they can really do, and it's still 100% like success rate, as long as you actually time it and hit the keyframe to do it, is the super counter. And the super counter is the one where like you kind of see the screen just like slow down for a second, and then he like hits you away. But yeah, so rush combo 3 is a rolling hammer, turns him around. Rush combo, it's actually 4, 2, 3, and 1. The next one I want to do was rush combo number 2. Rush combo number 2 is called flying kicks, and basically he does like 2 kicks in the air, which I think you'll see me do here soon. Like, see, look, I'm doing it here. But I do rush combo 3 2 times. When you repeat the same rush combo, it's gonna end your combo and send them flying. So that's gonna stop your combo. But yeah, so I want to do 4, which is rolling hammer, 2, which was flying kicks, just to extend the combo to like regular damage attack flying kicks, and then rush combo 3 is it's called a finisher. You could either do a charged or a non-charged version of it, and basically it staggers a character and it creates a little animation of them like gasping for it because you punch them in the gut. And when I do that, I wanted to try to land rush combo number 1, which is called key blast or key wave or something. It's one of the 2 key moves that characters have. But basically what Piccolo does, he does like a key blast of air to the character, and if you charge it all the way, you get to follow up with a cool rapid succession vanishing combos, and it looks super cool. Spoilers alert, I never landed in any of these, but I was practicing it and I was able to land it on a CPU, of course, in training. But I should have maybe done a little modifications to the characters in training. That way he could start blocking or vanishing. That way I can have a more realistic understanding of like, am I able to combo? Because every time I actually did try to land combo number 1, most of the time they just perceptioned it, which is like a parry, or they blocked it. So I'm gonna go back into a little bit of, I guess, commentating of what you're seeing in the video. This guy, he was using Golden Frieza, as you can see. I did win the first match right there that you saw a couple of seconds ago. But in the beginning of the first match, I don't know if you saw, there was some dialogue that popped up when Frieza was talking. Basically, he was doing some taunts. In the beginning, I wasn't too sure to go in. I was just letting this guy do his thing, but I was shooting Ki Blast at the same time. And he was throwing taunts, and I thought he was just like, what's it called? He was just trolling. He was doing memes or whatever. But yeah, I was able to win the first match, so that was cool. He wasn't too tough, but he was still good enough that he provided me fights. And he was using a lot what's called revenge counters. How you just saw me do a super counter and then he revenge counter back at me. That costs 2 skill points, and basically like that stops your combo like midpoint. It doesn't matter where it is. It stops the opponent from flying, and then since he's not flying, he's just gonna go back and throw a punch at you. You can counter a revenge counter with a perception. There's a specific name for the counter. It's a counter to a counter. I forget, but yeah. So this Golden Frieza, we're kind of neck and neck right now. We're both at our second to last bar of health, and he was using. I think he also has Wild Sense, or he has a version of Wild Sense where he gets a free vanish and kicks me away. But if you activate it first, he hits you, and you have yours. You activate your last, and it's only one activation. You have to like reapply it after every reactivation. And so you win those, and that's kind of what you saw there. And then I blasted him with Light Grenade, or I think he blast. I just missed it right now. I was looking away while I'm trying to talk to you. But yeah, so right now we're 2-0 against this Frieza, and if I remember correctly, you're gonna see that this guy fucking locks in, bro. He just starts playing the game, and he starts kicking my butt. I mean, as you can see, as I'm saying that, I'm kicking his butt, but there's gonna be a series of movements and hits. Like here right now he's like doing all this damage, and I tried taking advantage of him dropping the combo, but my character missed because of the misplacement, and then he just continues comboing me. And look at him, he's just going and going and going, and at this point I feel like I'm hopeless and I don't have a chance, because just a rapid succession of or me doing combos and him landing counters, like it's gonna dwindle away at my HP before I can get him down to where I'm at. And also I was able to vanish that, so that was cool. See, I do Wild Sense there, and I think I'm trying to get my ultimate so I can at least catch up, but I think he does enough counters, and then he does one combo that does not allow me to live. Yeah, see? Boom, right there. Fucking revenge counter for the win. And I mean, I can't blame him. Like, use what you have, right? Although a lot of this game has a lot of bullshit, but we'll talk about that maybe in another video. So yeah, now we're jumping into this guy. He's playing Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Even though he doesn't have 4 health bars, he's still very intimidating because Super Saiyan 4 was illustrated as like the toughest Super Saiyan version. I mean, and the deeper or higher level of Super Saiyanhood that Saiyans go into, they lose humanity. So just the character itself gave me a little bit of intimidation, and because more often than not, you don't see these characters online. So when you see one, it's because this guy really loves this character and he's trying to like main the character. And in the cutscenes between us, you'll see the player's name with like a character logo on it, and he has Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So I think he like rotates back between these two, and since Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is broken in this game, maybe he's trying not to use that character because he knows it's broken and he doesn't want to go online playing broken characters. At least that's what I want to think, because that's like kind of like my mentality, which is why I started off with Piccolo. Not only that he's my favorite character, but he's not necessarily one of the strongest characters. His moveset is, I don't want to say it's lackluster, but it is a little hard to land. Since I've been playing him more, I feel like I've been able to land my Hellzone grenades a little bit longer, and I've been able to develop some sort of technique or some strategy to where I can maybe get the enemy far away enough, depending where we are in the map, how high or how low. That way I can go ahead and charge my key up to get sparking and then unleash Hellzone grenades. So I won that first match. I was very, very scared that I was going to lose because he had very small amount of health. I had maybe just a little bit more than 1 health bar, but he was catching up, and I was like, oh damn, like he's doing combos on me, I don't know what to do. And at this point I was just spamming for super counters. Super counters will save your life, but sometimes I just can't get them off. Like I'm pretty sure I was trying to get it off there and I couldn't, and he knocked me away. But maybe you'll see me get one here. No, I don't do it here. I don't think I've been clear on what a super counter is, because it kind of happens and then I talk about it, or as I'm talking about it, I demonstrate that I was like, oh yeah, did you see it? It was there like 3 seconds later. But let's see if I have my fucking spark on, so I'm probably, well, he did a super counter right there. I hope that was fast enough to, look, he did it again. Yeah, so I was just trying to do combos so I can land my ultimate, but this guy's doing a good job of just pressuring me. He's on there and he's not letting me have it. At this point, like, look, I have very little health. Again, it's another situation. He has two health bars. I have less than one, and it's really hard to come back. And at this point, I would just need to land another ultimate, but I was not able to get my ultimate off. And now, no matter what combinations I do, he just needs to like really work on countering them, and I'm going to lose. Like, seeing it, super counter right there, and then he drops me down to follow up with the super counter, and he won. So right now we're 1-1. At this point, I'm still a little intimidated because he's not playing necessarily the best, but I'm playing a very unpredictable game. I'm talking and trying to play at the same time, so even I don't know what I'm doing. And if you ever played against an opponent, or you've ever seen it in anime or TV shows where an opponent can read your mind, and you just turn off your brain and you just start doing shit that you don't even know what to do, and the mind reader doesn't know what the hell you're gonna do either, and you just take advantage and win? Yeah, well, that's what I was doing. I'm pretty sure this guy, and I think his name is Pretty Falco 420, he probably has some skill, but because I'm playing like a chimpanzee playing PlayStation 5. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing something because I have opposable thumbs and I can do it. But yeah, so I landed my Hellzone Grenade. I just love that move so much. Oh my god. Yeah, like, just, you know, Hellzone Grenade is just really, really cool. I can't talk about it enough to say how cool it is. But you know what's also cool? Winning this match with, oh no, I didn't do it. But okay, so I just key blast him to death after doing a super counter. Now, I want to highlight this guy. This guy was a lot of fun to play. And you saw him earlier, Freight Train. He was playing Oob. And I was able to match up with him again. And I was like, all right, let's go. At this point, like, I had so much adrenaline. I was like, let's do this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to talk because I want to beat him. At this point of the video, I just want you to know, fun fact, I thought this guy beat me last time 3-0. So I was like, all right, guys, like, it's revenge time. We're going to come back and we're going to tie up the series 3-3. And no, I beat him on the very last one of our last encounters, so it's 2-1. But hey, lying to myself gave me that motivation to just, you know, go up to him and start kicking his ass. But this guy's very good. As you can see, he has the lead. And I just panicked and did the cheese of Wild Sense, knocked him up, and then shot my Hellzone Grenade. Which again, I've just been so happy to land more often because it's such a cool looking move, and now I have the lead. Specifically, maybe like 1 health bar, but he's on his last health bar. I'm doing good. At this point, as I was landing all my combos, I couldn't believe that I was winning because again, I thought he beat me all last 3 rounds, and I thought he like completely obliterated me too. As you can see, I have a very short-term memory, so that wasn't helping. That doesn't help me at all. But yeah, so we're very close. He's landing super counters. He's trying to come back. At this point, I'm feeling very confident that I'm going to win because I'm spamming Wild Sense. It's like the only gimmick move that Piccolo has, and also the fact that he doesn't do that much damage. I was like, whatever. Like, it's not compared to like Super Vegito, who's considered one of the most broken characters with After Image Strike. And I don't even want to ever go up against a character with After Image Strike, even though I have already. It's just, I don't want to capture in the video because you're going to see a MrKiKiNiT very pissed off, and it's not going to be quick. But anyways, we win round 1. Now we're 2-2, 2-all, 2-tied, tied 2, whatever you want to call it. But at this point, I thought I was losing 3-1. I felt like I was doing a lot better. I don't know if I was talking more. I can't remember. But yeah, we're having ourselves a match. I'm trying to do my combos, which I'm not able to land very well, as you can see. Or I am landing, but he's just super countering. And then we're having our Vanish Wars. Every time I was having a Vanish War with him, I was like, we win these, we win these, we win these. And obviously, I never win these. I want to say maybe if we had 10 Vanish Wars in one match, I would win 2 out of the 10 against Freight Train. Sorry if you're hearing random noises in the back. It's my dog, not me. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking to you. Or I'm talking about you. My dog is playing with her chew toy, and she's feeding off of my excited energy as I'm trying to do this live audio commentary. And she keeps bringing me her chew toy for me to throw, but I'm busy, mamas. I'm sorry. Anywho, I landed a Hellzone grenade for the win, and that's how you want to use your ultimate most of the time, is by ending the match when they have enough. When they have not that much health. God damn, I can't speak right now. Basically, when they're near death, you land the ultimate. And with Piccolo's, I was able to learn, hey, we ranked up. It's not the first time. I've made it to B4 and then I dropped down to B5. And I think right now I'm still B5 because I was trying to do some test recordings while playing online to see what the hell is wrong with my software. And I think I also did rank up to B4 and then I dropped down to B5 because I was down in the dumps and not in the mood to play. But still, I was playing whatever. Anywho, that's not the point. With Piccolo, Mr. Piccolo here. Mr. Piccolo. Gohan calls him Mr. Piccolo, and I'm MrKiKiNiT. What a way to start off. 26 minutes into the goddamn video. Anyways, Mr. Piccolo. His Hellzone grenade ultimate, I think it does 15,000 damage, and that's equivalent to a bar and a half. So when I have him down to second to last health bar, if I have him like more than halfway, that's a good time to land the ultimate, because that's gonna kill him. But as for a lot of other people, I don't know, he never landed his ultimate. He uses different supers, which is like the cookie, and then like the key blast barrage that he does throw at me. I don't think I've ever seen him throw his ultimate, and I don't know his ultimate because there's just so many characters to play and I haven't gotten to Oob yet. Yeah, this is the Key Blast Barrage here. But a lot of characters, like I want to say the most weakest characters, and I'm just gonna guess here. I think it's literally just 10,000 damage for an ultimate, or maybe 12,000 damage, which is like a bar and a quarter. And then like the strongest characters, you have like 20,000 or more. Because I think I've seen characters go up to like 21 or 22, and just throwing the ultimate, not even landing combos. Because if you're landing your combos and then throw the ultimate, like it's gonna add up the damage in there. So if you just do raw ultimate, you'll see what it is. But all right, that was all 3 fights against Freight Train with Oob here, and we ended our rivalry with 3-3, which I initially thought was 4-2. But no, I'm glad I have a little skill in me, and I'm good. And I earned the rank down. God damn it! I'm gonna give you a live reaction of my reaction to the next person I match up here. Oh no, it's not this one. God damn it. Okay. I thought it was this one because I know it was a rank down, and then I fought some stupid fusion character and he kicked my ass. Anywho, we're fighting another fusion Trunks here from Super. He just did an ultimate that I guess is unblockable, or I just don't understand what it was, and it just knocked me back and it gave him a complete advantage at the start of the fight. And then he shoots me with freaking Masenko. I just want to throw out there that characters with swords like Trunks here, or any character that shoots any, I guess, like sharp like key projectiles, like for example Krillin's Destructo Wave, those are not blockable. Although they can be easy to dodge, they're not blockable, and they just cut through your defense and do normal damage and send you flying. Which you're gonna see a character do on a later match. I don't think Trunks does it here, but that super that he did at the very beginning, I think that's what that did, because even though it was an orb of energy, a ball of energy, you think you can block those, but since he like charged his key into the sword and slashed it into the ball, maybe it counted as a slash, or maybe the super is just it's just an unblockable, and I'm trying to come up with excuses on why I suck at the game. But this was another good match too. I had a lot of fun playing against him. I think he declines a rematch against me. I'm not super confident, but I think it's because I landed my ultimate and I ended up killing him here, which I initially didn't think was going to kill him, but because I wasn't mathing correctly. But yeah, I won here, and I think if I do follow through all the way with the victory screen, I think it's because he does decline. And I want to show the audience that I'm not the one declining. I don't decline matchups. Also, I ranked up. Hooray! Which I'm going to lose eventually again. All right, so we move on to the next match because this guy declined me. I guess he didn't like the way that I played. But my last match here is with a fused character and from the Super Series. And he's a god, so he's basically super strong. But watch what this guy says. You must be a Namekian who taught Trunks the evil containment wave. What do you have to say for yourself? Because he's like a little stuck up and whatnot. And this is what Piccolo says. Ha! I'd said you'd be nothing but a big green champ, and that's coming from me. But in actuality, I was the big green champ because he kicked my ass rather quickly all 3 times. But within those 3 matches, I did unlock the 7-star proficiency, 200 matches with Piccolo fused with Kami. And I've just been realizing that I've been calling him fused with Nail, but it's not with Nail, it's fused with Kami, which sucks because I made a video and I titled it fused with Kami. I mean fused with Nail. But yeah, here's me unlocking it in that screen, and then here's me equipping it in my like player card. And then I also switched Piccolo because you have regular Piccolo and then Piccolo fused with Kami. And then there's my beautiful golden emblem. I was extremely happy that I unlocked this because 200 matches, it takes a toll on you. And I think I've only played 200 and something, somewhere between 200 and 250 online matches, and most of the time I've been playing Piccolo, and every now and then I jump in playing other characters. I do use Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta at times because he's just my favorite fusion, and I know he's just cheese, but there are bigger characters that have bigger cheese in the game, and if people get to use it, like, why don't I? Anywho, thank you all so much for watching this video, and once again I apologize for the mishap of my software or me not double checking it. So this is a little bit of an unorthodox video. Either way, if you did like the video, greatly appreciate it, and if you leave a like down there, I would very much appreciate that too. If you have anything to say to me, go ahead and say it in the comments, be nice, and if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe please. I'll go ahead and see you on the next video. I promise the next DBZS video that I give you will be a better one. Goodbye.